We're right at the end of the year here, so I wanted to give a debt update. I have made major progress on my debt repayment this year, but not everything has gone well, so I wanted to give you 5 things that have gone badly with my debt repayment and 5 things that have gone extremely well. So let's start with the things that have gone badly. So the first thing that hasn't gone well is I moved into a different position at my trucking company, and so this position is a lot more labor intensive. I have injured myself several times. The hours are better, the pay is slightly better. However, the injuries just aren't really worth it. They don't give us the proper tools to do the job, although that has changed a little bit in the last week. I have gone from having no working tools to having a couple of tools that are actually really critical to do the job safely. And so that has improved the situation. However, I don't really want to change jobs because I would prefer to be out of the trucking industry by next summer. And I don't know if that's realistic or not, but I don't really want to start a new job, work there for 6 months and then leave. And so I'm kind of stuck where I'm at this job, even though I'm running the risk of injury. I'm just hoping that things continue to get better, but we'll see. The second thing that hasn't gone well is my car. So I've been trying to sell it. A few months ago, I came really close to selling it. I had a deal with Carvana. They just didn't get the paperwork out on time. And so that meant I had to keep the car for another couple of months while I make more extra payments on it, and I had to do some maintenance on it. So if you don't know Subarus too well, 60,000 mile maintenance. If you don't know Subarus that well, Subarus have a 60,000 mile major maintenance, and it's very expensive. All the differentials have to be serviced, the transmission has to be serviced, all the fluids changed, and overall this costs about $2,500, and it's really true for about all Subaru models. There really isn't a good way of reducing that cost. You can cut corners, kind of skip some of the maintenance like the differential services. However, then you're just setting yourself up for, differential replacements, which is even more expensive down the road. So I don't want to do that. So obviously I want to make sure that maintenance is done, both for my sake, if I still have the car, and for the resale value. So that was a huge hit to my budget, and there really isn't anything I can do about it. The good news is I definitely will have to keep my car around for at least 1 more month because I may be changing locations at work. We lost our lease at our current depot and we need to move to a different one, and we don't know where that is. It's probably going to be in the same general area, but not necessarily. And I need to make sure that this location is within biking distance before I can sell my car. The third thing that has not really gone well is staying healthy. It's been really very challenging. I don't get enough sleep because I'm working too many hours, and my diet isn't terrible, but it's very inconsistent. I get a lot of exercise at work, but not necessarily in a healthy way, and I'm often pushing myself to the point where I'm injuring myself. So that's not really good, and it's not sustainable at all. But I shouldn't have to do this for too much longer. I'm hoping it's just going to be for a few more months, maybe 6 months at the most, but we'll see. I'm just really hoping that I can keep my health and I don't hurt myself before I'm ready to leave this job. The fourth major problem that I'm having is time related. Like I mentioned, I'm working insane hours at work. I'm basically just maxing out my schedule every week, which is good for my income, but it means that I have projects outside of work like this YouTube channel and a lot of other things actually that need my attention. Even just doing things like chores around the house, keeping the house clean, it's very, very difficult with my work schedule, and especially the sleep deprivation. That's really the worst, and I just can't stand it. My work basically ends up taking over my life, and especially since it's a job I don't like, I kind of hate it. It's really making my life pretty bad. Hopefully this will change within the next 6 months. We'll see though. So the last thing that hasn't gone well is the progress on my debt repayment. And this mostly has to do with not being able to sell my car. I just haven't made anywhere near as much progress I would have liked. I was hoping to be mostly debt-free except for my student loans by the end of the year, and that hasn't happened. I am nowhere close to that. Having said that, my numbers are noticeably better. I have made extra payments, although for the most part, it hasn't been steady progress. It's been more like I get a bonus at work and I can put that towards extra payments, but I don't like the trajectory my debt repayment is taking. And there's really only 2 things you can do to accelerate the process in debt repayment: either reduce your expenses, and there isn't a ton I can do on that front. or increase my income. And there is very minimal things I can do on that front. Obviously, this channel is part of that, but I'm not super optimistic that I'm going to be making substantial extra payments even over the next several months. But on the income side, I am a little bit more optimistic about that because at least my channel is monetized now and there is more opportunity for increasing my income there. Speaking of which, let's hear from today's sponsor. I would like to thank the sponsor of today's video, Western Rise. Western Rise makes quality apparel for the modern one-bag traveler so they can carry less and experience more. I have owned their Classic Evolution pants for over a year and absolutely love them. The Classic Evolution pants are men's casual travel pants that dresses up enough to get through any meeting, yet is rugged enough for any outdoor activity. They effortlessly replace jeans, hiking pants, and dress pants, allowing you to carry fewer clothes and travel lightly. The Classic Evolution pants are lightweight, durable, and pack well. It's the perfect travel pants to have in your bag. If you are interested in trying out the Evolution pants or any of their other apparel, go to westernrise.com/ColinAdventures15 and use the discount code ColinAdventures15. You will get 15% off your order. Links are below. So, now that we've gotten all the bad stuff out of the way, let's talk about the good things that have happened over the last year when it comes to my debt repayment journey. So the first thing is the income from my job has steadily and continued to increase. A lot of this is due to the number of hours I work, and so that has made a big impact on things. I have had a small raise, not super significant, but noticeable, and my paychecks are noticeably larger every week. Aside from last month where I had to spend obscene amounts of money on car maintenance, I have been able to actually make extra loan payments starting for the last several months. Aside from that 1 month where I had to spend obscene amounts of money on car maintenance, I did have extra money to put towards loan repayment, and it was significant amounts of money. Another really good thing that's happened with my loans is as the balances have dropped, my payments obviously have remained the same or increased, and as a result, the amount of money going towards interest has decreased as a percentage of my payments and just decreased overall. So every payment I make is actually a lot more satisfying because I can actually see a noticeable change in the principal every time that payment goes through. What's a really good thing about paying down these loans has been my car loan is now solidly below what my car is worth. So paying off my car is going to be as simple as just selling the car. I can sell it at any time, no problems. I don't have to put any extra money towards it. And in fact, I will get money back if I sell my car. So one of the big successes I've had recently when it comes to my diet is I stopped using Hungry Root. And I'm not saying that Hungry Root is a bad service or that there's anything unhealthy about it. My variety of food was actually substantially better. It saved me a lot of time while I was using it, and that was what I needed at the time. But now I have realized that I can go back to saving a lot more money. All I had to do was buy about $90 worth of good quality food containers that don't leak so I can take them with me to work. I do about 2 hours of meal prep on Sundays, which does take up even more of my time. However, I'm saving like somewhere between $200 and $300 a month on food, which is very, very significant. It allows me to put that money towards other things like either debt, growing the channel, or just generally improving the quality of my life. Having a fully monetized channel this year has been a huge milestone. It's been a long time coming, and even though I've really struggled to actually get videos out with my work schedule, having a fully monetized channel that is actually bringing in regular income now has allowed me to grow the channel a lot faster. It gives me more opportunities to review more products, go on more adventures, and that has been a really huge benefit. My next step in my channel journey has been to make the channel more profitable. The next step in my channel is to actually make my channel profitable. The next step with this channel is to make it profitable. I am actually having to invest a little bit of money every month to get videos out. It's not a huge amount, and that number is decreasing every week, but I do need my channel to be self-sufficient, and it's very, very close to being there. So that's basically everything that's good and bad about my debt repayment journey. I think over the next about 6 months, I'm probably going to be making some pretty dramatic changes again. How much you'll be able to see on this channel, I don't know, but I'm hoping to change jobs or get rid of this job altogether, and I'm probably going to be moving sometime in the summer, if all goes well anyways. So stay tuned for my next debt update. Hopefully I'll have good news within the next couple of months about my car, or about my income, or possibly even about just repaying another loan.